All right, folks, so today we are talking about this Saturday on the Square. First Saturday on the Square. The first Saturday of the month, each month, until October, from my understanding, are going to be fantastic, folks. They have been escalating. Last time there was 30 vendors, folks, and that's a lot of vendors. So the whole east side of the square was just overtaken by little pop-up tents, and there's stores open too, and then there's music on the square, folks, all happening simultaneously downtown on the square. If you've been paying attention to social media, there's a lot, or maybe it's just because I'm paying attention so it pops up in my algorithm. Maybe you're not getting the same algorithm that I am. But all I am seeing is a lot of talk about there's nothing open on the square is dead, the town is dying, and all these things. And then I'm like looking at it last time they had First Saturday on the Square, and there's 30 vendors, there's like 150 people showing up, there's food trucks out there, there's music. I'm like, what? It's like, this is cool, folks. I don't know what part of dying is going on. There's nothing dying, man. The square is back, folks. The square is back. A new dawn for the Nevada, Missouri Square. If you haven't read that article, we did a blog article about that to just to help you guys look at a new perspective. Because I don't like arguing with people, but this is one of the things that I will argue about. And it's not because I don't think that there's bad things and there's things that have changed in our culture and the way things are done aren't the same that they were in 1960. It's a lot different. We're in a completely different place than we were in 1960. But with that said, exactly that. We're in a place where we can really grow and really thrive, and there's a lot of stuff happening. It just doesn't look the same. So it's not always visual, but we're in a world where we're not visual anymore. We're doing things online, we're buying things ahead of time, and then we're just zipping in and picking it up and we're going. We're not hanging around. Even McDonald's doesn't have people sitting around in the lobby anymore as much as they once did. So the culture of things have changed, folks, so things do look a little different. They obviously do not look like 1960. If they looked like 1960, well, we'd all be in a bad place probably because they'd be doing stuff a lot different than we are now. Anyway, with all that said, folks, this weekend's going to be fantastic. I'm going to tell you all about it right here today on Lunch with Doug. Welcome to the brand new episode of Lunch with Doug, a unique and fun experience brought to you by the creative minds at the Music Exerbia Project and Go With Doug. We're here today thanks to the generous support of our esteemed sponsors, and they are as follows. Harry Frog Graphics, your go-to destination for all things graphic at 150 North Commercial in Nevada, Missouri. Reach out to them at 417-381-1077. Karen McNair, your friendly neighborhood nutritionist. Dial 269-267-4644 to learn about the monthly information class or to schedule a personal consultation. Boutique Marketplace, more than 17 vendors, including the second edition Shop Inside, located at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, at the historic Village Mall property, where currently the Elite Fitness Gym is located. Impact Graphics, Nevada's first full-service print shop, conveniently located at 14144 East Highway 54, right next to Mr. D's. Contact them at 417-283-2056. John's Barbershop, located at 121 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, open Tuesday through Friday. Walk-ins only, no appointment needed. American Legion Post Number 2, located at 402 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, newly remodeled with a clean, fresh look, gaming machines, and new smoke heaters. Open to the public. Nevada Tobacco and Convenience Store, the store next door, your local store, at 125 West Cherry Street, Nevada, Missouri, open 7 days a week, now featuring new pinball machines and, of course, the Red Cherry Alley Intimate Songwriter Performance Series at 8 p.m. each Friday through September. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. I'm your host, Dangerous Doug Harper, and welcome to Lunch with Doug. So I'm glad to have you with me today, and thank you for spending your lunchtime With me, I'm going to get out the big news here. We're going to go to over here on the internet. We're going to look this thing up, and there are some very, very serious stuff coming up here. So first and foremost, I want to talk about some of the music that's going to be happening on the square during first Saturday on the square. And that will be basically, well, let me start here with this so you can get an idea of the overall times of things. Because there's a lot going on. I'm going to be talking about, there's several events going on, so I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff that's all happening down on the Nevada Square this Saturday, August 3rd, 2024, okay? First Saturday happens from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., okay? That's as far as what that time frame is that is where they have the vendors out on the street. On the east side of the square, there are vendors going on out there from 10 until 3, and there's going to be like 30 of them, okay? Now, during that time from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., from in that window from 1 until 3, there will be music on the square, one of the sessions. Now, we might have some music earlier. I'm not going to tell you about that today because I don't know for sure. There might be something that happens within this 10 to 3 window, probably like 10 to noon. There may be something going on. I don't know if there is or isn't, but there may be something musical too. That's going to be a surprise. There will be a few surprises that I don't mention today that you might come across that pops up between now and Saturday. So, but from 1 to 3, that's where Nathan Ost is going to be playing solo. Nathan and his guitar, he will be doing a solo performance. He will be there on the east side of the square. There's a little grassy area, and he'll be facing the street vendors. So as you're walking around, you'll be able to see him up there. You'll be able to listen to some music. He's doing this complimentary as a thank you for folks playing his new song. And he'll have a tip jar up there. Go tip him. Go say hi. Congratulate him on the new song that just came out July 4th. It's fantastic. It's playing on radio stations in the area. I think you can request that locally at the local radio station. You can play it on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, all of the great places where music is found. It's everywhere, folks. He is trying to be the next superstar, folks. So support him. Throw him a tip. Tell him he's doing a good job, and put his song on repeat, folks. Help our music guys do their thing. Now, that's his solo performance. Later, he will be back with his band. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk more about the first Saturday on the square. That is this Saturday, August 3rd. Again, the main portion of this is from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Now, that doesn't mean that all of the stores close at 3 p.m. There are stores that have their own hours outside of that will be open. We'll address some of the stores that I know will be open later than that. And some of them have events also happening and sales that are just too numerous to know what's going on. So you need to go down and investigate, folks, because this is a very special time. All right, so help us welcome the vendors that have been hard preparing for this event. And they are as follows. The Driveway Diner Barbecue. They'll have a mouth-watering barbecue, ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and loaded potatoes. The Creative Finn. They will have cold water, handmade earrings, macaroons, a tattoo station, and other drinks available. Perfectly Imperfect Creations will have fun wreaths with homemade crafts. 2T's Stitches and Such will have crocheted plushies, dish clothes, and scrubbers. The Crafty Shack will have handmade freshies. Silly Willies will have bags, wallets, and jar openers. Diamond Roots Design will have shirts, mouse pads, and other customizable items. Nothing But Nectar will have local honey. I've had a lot of people asking me recently about local honey. Here's your chance to get down and ask questions from the experts on local honey. Nothing But Nectar will be there. Sandy Rishi will be there. apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, Sandy. If you're listening, Rishi, I think is how you say that. We'll have cheesecakes and cakes by the slice. I will probably have to go see Sandy. Jennifer Bode will be there, or Bode, if I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize, Jennifer. I think it's Bode. I even know Jennifer. Jennifer, I know you. I apologize. You can pronounce my name wrong next time you see me. They will be there with backed. Let's see if I can see this. It's a one word here. Back to. It's all one word. My eyes escape me. Back to an homestead. Back to homestead, it looks like. They will have sourdough goodies, is what they'll have down there, folks. And the Nevada Library will have a book sale ran by volunteers located inside the library. So that's right there around the corner, of course. Marcy and Haley will have custom pins that you make on site. That sounds fun. BB Canine School LLC will be at 113 South Main afternoon, demonstrating the dog obedience classes. That's just down the road there, 113 South Main, not far, right there. Cozy Home Creations VIP will have her wide variety of freeze-dried goodies. 417 Platinum will have special gems and herb-based body care. Okay, and folks, by the way, I'm barely even just a little over halfway through this list. So you can see that so much is going on. This Saturday, again, August 3rd from 10 until 3, lots of vendors outside on the east side of the square for First Saturday on the Square. Lashes by Victoria Bush will be there. Lashes and goat milk soap for sale. Thorns Roses will have beautiful handcrafted eternal roses. Sanders Crafted Cravings will have cake pops and handmade freshies. Cake pops, everyone, that's a big need. Lots of people been asking about those as well. Here's your chance to get your cake pops, folks. Sanders Crafted Cravings will be there. Balloons by Brianna, an event specialist, will be catering charcuterie cups, baked goods, coffee, and flower arrangements. This sounds fantastic. Uncommon Scents will be there. They have handmade scented wax tarts, and I tell you what, I saw them before, and it was a very, very wonderful smell coming from their booth. So that's exciting. We also, again, we have Nathan Oss from 1 until 3 playing music solo. All right, then, like I said, 1 to 3. Then the booth vendors are going to wind down. Some of them are going to go to another event, which we talked about on yesterday or Monday's show, so you can check that out. Some of them will be at that across town, but there's still stuff going to be going on the square. It will be, the next thing will be, like I said, there's some of the regular stores that are downtown will still be open, and a couple things I want to highlight. I don't know if they're open or not. You'll have to go down and check it out. But I know that the quilt store is reopened and new ownership. The Kitchen Essentials is under new ownership. I'm certain Kitchen Essentials will be open, but I'm not sure about the quilt store. But the quilt store, I was in there the other day. It was fantastically remodeled. It's so fresh and so new. It feels so fantastic. I was like, wow, this is wonderful. A wonderful addition to our downtown. And of course, our ice cream shop that everybody raves about, Pint Size Ice Cream, they are open on Saturdays. I believe they open in the afternoon, so they may not be open until, I think, usually 1 o'clock, but don't quote me on that. But just like I said, walk by, check them out. The stores will be open. A lot of them will be open. I know Bobby Ogle at I can't even get the name out. Interior Motives. There we go. Bobby Ogle will be down there. She's a doTERRA wellness advocate. She's an amazing woman. She has Interior Motives have so much cool stuff. I mean, that place is packed with merchandise. Great stuff. You got chairs, you got interior decoration, you got paints, you got doTERRA, you got If you want to join the exercise, they got a fitness center in the back. It's just a cool store. 3 stores in one, really. So Bobby will be down there. She's always open 10 to 3 on Saturdays. So she's always there on Saturdays, 10 to 3. Verco Apparel on the other side of the square is going on. The Nevada Tobacco and convenience store we'll talk about an event coming up there in partnership with the Red Cherry Alley. Nana Marie's will be open, of course, and Nana Marie's spearheading this whole thing. Thank you, Nana Marie's. Chairmart Showcase will be open. Pretty Nails, and the Woodshed Music downtown. So that's a few of the ones that are for sure part of First Saturday on the Square. Exciting time, folks. All right, so I'm going to tell you about this next event. Of course, you may want, at this point, you might want to go eat at 3, of course, if you haven't already eaten at the food trucks that are there, or the food vendors, or if you want to get a snack, there, then, of course, the Mexican restaurant is open downtown, Iguana Azul, a great place to eat. And then there are other restaurants real close to the square, not far, walking distance and whatnot, so lots of options. And that's what people really want. They want options, and that's what people have been asking about. And that's what, quite frankly, that Christina is spearheading up down there at the square. They're giving you options, folks, and I'm darn excited about it. All right, so then later in the evening at 7 p.m. over at, again, it is on the Red Cherry Alley mini stage, which is located inside of the Nevada Tobacco Store at 125 West Cherry Street there on the square, will feature Keith Wood. He's coming up from Buffalo, Missouri. He's a solo artist, a singer-songwriter, and he'll be part of the Red Cherry Alley Intimate Songwriter Performance Series there from 7 till 8. Then at 8 p.m., I'm back on the south lawn of the courthouse, and you'll have to bring your chairs, folks, and get you a good spot. And you can bring them down a little early if you want to go eat. Get your chair set up. Grab a snack at the tobacco store, or grab something at the one of the restaurants around the square there, or near the square, and then come over at 8 p.m. Nathan Austin, his whole band will be there, the Nathan Austin Band, and I tell you what, he is quite an entertainer, folks, and he's got some great songs of his own. He's going to be doing some great songs that you'll know. Just a fantastic night downtown. This guy is going places, folks, which we all knew that for many years, but it's really happening. So get down there and check it out. And this is a great show, and Nathan is doing this show as a thank you to the community for listening to his new single. His new song's called Nothing But the Moonlight, and it came out July 4th, so it's fresh out of the water. If you haven't heard it yet, you can find it on all the major streaming platforms. You can request it at the local radio station or any of the stations in the area. They're all spinning it. It is a great song, folks, and it's worth a spin. Put that sucker on repeat, man, and help this guy get to the next level, because he's all right. He'll also be playing for tips. He's doing this as a complimentary deal, but he will have a tip jar out there. So throw some tips in there. Get this guy to the next gig, because they are traveling around lots, doing lots of gigs right now. So keep them going, folks. This is the time that you have to support these artists the most when they're on the rise, like Nathan is right now, out there pushing his new single. Tell your friends, share it on Facebook, all these things we can do to support one of our very own artistic people here in our area, Nathan Austin. He's a great guy, great personality, and just a fantastic entertainer and singer. So that's pretty much the first Saturday on the square rundown for you that I've got. That's the whole day, man. And if you want to know more, there are places, well, they say if you want to know more, listen to me. So I hope I got all the information, but if you want to see a visual of it, Music on the Square has a Facebook, The Square has a Facebook, and Nana Marie's page. Those are the 3 hot spots to be getting updates for different things, because again, this is more than one event kind of all together, so sometimes one information will pop up on one or the other, just different things. So You want to know about the vendors, you want to know how to become a vendor, you need to talk with Christina down at Nana Marie's, and she can set you up on becoming a vendor. And if you want to play some music, give a holler to me via the Music on the Square page. And if you're interested in the Red Cherry Alley project, that has a page as well. All on Facebook, folks. That's where we live, on the Facebook. So, and of course, you can always tune into this podcast, but you can't ask questions on the podcast, or maybe you can. At the end, you can comment. So, depending on where you're listening, and hopefully, I'll find it. Your best way is really to find me on Facebook. And my Facebook personal profile, I even prefer it best. Just send it to my personal profile. It's facebook.com/Dangerous Doug 77. So that's where I'm at. All right, folks. I appreciate you spending your lunchtime with me. And I will see you at the first Saturday and Music on the Square this Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. That is all, my friends. That is all. Thanks to the generous support of our esteemed sponsors, and they are as follows. Harry Frog Graphics, your go-to destination for all things graphic at 150 North Commercial in Nevada, Missouri. Reach out to them at 417-381-1077. Karen McNair, your friendly neighborhood nutritionist. Dial 269-267-4644 to learn about the monthly information class or to schedule a personal consultation. Boutique Marketplace, more than 17 vendors, including the second edition Shop Inside, located at 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, at the historic Village Mall property, where currently the Elite Fitness Gym is located. Impact Graphics, Nevada's first full-service print shop, conveniently located at 14144 East Highway 54, right next to Mr. D's. Contact them at 417-283-2056. John's Barbershop, located at 121 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, open Tuesday through Friday. Walk-ins only, no appointment needed. American Legion Post number 2, located at 402 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, newly remodeled with a clean, fresh look, gaming machines, and new smoke heaters. Open to the public. Nevada Tobacco and Convenience Store, the store next door, your local store at 125 West Cherry Street, Nevada, Missouri, open 7 days a week, now featuring new pinball machines and, of course, the Red Cherry Alley Intimate Songwriter Performance Series at 8 p.m. each Friday through September.